genders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing Ball League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check. Check 37. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready. He's over the end. 56. I know. 56.
On second down, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Get that ball. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Jump. Check.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, a nice spin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Bang, bang. Check three, check three, check three. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ready? Alert three, alert three. Alert three. Shift, 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 shift. Front, front. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Back, back, back.
Down.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 8, read. Hard, hard.
Undercrush, undercrush.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Kill, kill, kill.
Get it.
Looking to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
50, play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A first down carry by Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Elliott. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On third down, McFarland. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down now, it's Elliott.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 53, 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Steve Griffin.
Running with Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
31's the on the ball. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ready. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
31's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, light. Hey, Alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Again, it's Elliott. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Rush in. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 56 to Mike. 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
31's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 31's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Ready. 70. Indy. Bravo.
Watch twins.
Under 10. Under 10. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Single.
Yeah.
31's the mic. You go night. 31's the mic.
Go.
Watch the pass.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
31's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
31's the mic.
Man, I got you. Go.
You got motion, man. You got.
Hey, wahoo.
31's the mic.
Hey, Jet. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Benjamin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. He's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.